Or I can go to India. So good.
Whatever I got going on.
Reading this book is the intellectualization of spirituality. Loving it. Guys, I forgot to hit record. Filled it up about 3/4 of the way with water, hot water, and then my good splash of oat milk. Oh my goodness, I match my bedding. When you know white and pink is like your vibe when you sleep. I wonder what that is. I wonder what pink represents. Like white is like purity. I guess I just like want pure, loving sleep. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Good morning. Hi, welcome to another video. I'm so beyond grateful that you're here as per always. What is up? Okay, so I need some like loving friend advice. Last night I did a little practice to see how I really felt, and I'm leaning towards one. I think I'm gonna do the one, but I just want to put it out there in the universe, talk to you guys about it, because I feel like sometimes that it's just really helpful for me. I thought I was gonna go back to Canada. I have a plane booked to go back to Canada, which is where I'm from. I'm currently in South Africa, if anyone doesn't know. But, okay, wait, I need lip balm. Give me 1 second. Okay, so my thought was I was going back to Canada to apply for this digital nomad visa that South Africa just launched, and it didn't feel good in my body. I was really stressed about it. I was really anxious about it, and I talked to another lawyer, and he basically advised me that it wasn't a good idea. And that just like solidified all of the wrong feelings in my body about it. And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not. But with that said, I still have a plane ticket booked back to Canada, to Toronto. I can cancel it free of charge, which is a positive thing. I paid a little bit extra, so that way I had the freedom to do that. The positives of going back to Canada, I get to see some friends I haven't seen in a while. I get to see some family I haven't seen in a while. I can go back to Vancouver and grab some more of my stuff, just pack a big suitcase full of a bunch of stuff that I already have, and then come back here and continue my life here in South Africa. Or I can go to India and do a 3-week-long yoga retreat. I already have a 200-hour certificate, but I did it online during COVID, and I just don't feel like it's sufficient. Like there's so much beauty in the tactile, in-person, like with adjustments and touch, that I will just learn so much. So I want to redo it, and I'm thinking if I go there, then I have a place to stay, food to eat, and I'm learning and growing my spiritualness. So I'm weighing my options right now. Last night I did a meditation and asking of the universe and to see how I really feel with inside of my own body. My friend suggested it, and it was like you sway back and forth while standing. Forward is this and backward is this. And I did a little meditation before to just like ground myself within myself. I stood up and then did this like, okay, forward is going to India to do this 200-hour, backward is going to Canada to get some stuff and see some people that I love. And I just like fell forward, and I was like, okay, like maybe I manipulated that. So I'm gonna do it again. So I did it again. And again, I fell forward. So apparently my intuition is telling me to go to India. I just want to say I feel like a spoiled brat talking about this. Like, oh, plane here. Oh, I can just go there and do this for myself. I totally understand. I totally understand. And there is so much stress in both, but I have to leave South Africa. Like, I have to go somewhere, and the lawyer suggested that I have to leave the continent. That was his like suggestion to be guaranteed when I do come back that I'll get the 90 days and be able to apply for the extension again. So then I can stay in South Africa for another 6 months. Anyways, I'm complaining. I don't know how to explain this feeling that I have, but I know that I have to be here. I don't know what that means or what that looks like right now, but I just know that I really have to be in South Africa. And I am so beyond grateful that I have the opportunity to, oh my God, I'm gonna cry. That I had the opportunity to decide that for myself. Like, it is amazing to me, and I'm just so happy and blessed. Like, I came from a household with a lot of screaming and a lot of yelling and no money, and you know, my mom and my dad were never together, and there was a lot of struggle in my growing up. When I was 15, I thought about traveling the world and what that would look like and how I would do it, and I always felt like I was gonna work for myself and be able to travel. I had no idea that it was gonna be in this way. And I am just so beyond proud of myself for saying yes to my heart consistently. And I just want to remind you to say yes to your heart, because it will bring you beautiful places. It's going to bring you a lot of pain and a lot of struggle, but each of those painful, struggling situations are going to bring you somewhere beautiful. I don't know if it's because I had such a lack of trust in my family dynamic and there is so much chaos, but I feel like the only thing that I ever had to trust was my heart. So doing it feels quite natural, like the universe just pulls me. Okay, well then I have to go to India. Why didn't I even talk to you guys about this? Okay, I'm gonna read. Some of you guys may know I have been reading the Bible recently, and it is not for religious purposes. Man, I feel like I opened up about talking about the Bible and everyone's like, she's gonna be Christian, or she loves Jesus. And it's like, yeah, like Jesus is a great guy. Like, he says some great things in here, but it doesn't like automatically make me a Christian, or I don't know, just like reading the Old Testament doesn't automatically make you Jewish. I totally understand that there's so much shit around this book, but it's no different than me reading the Tao. I'm not just automatically Taoist now. So I just want to say this is me exploring ancient sacred texts and, you know, figuring out the world, figuring out where these things came from. It's really out of curiosity and learning about myself and where these different, because spirituality is very much connected to religion. But I think religion is a human's way of intellectualizing spirituality. Spirituality is feeling. Reading this book is the intellectualization of spirituality. It's humans sitting down and writing what they feel. It's like journaling. Journaling is beautiful, but you're intellectualizing how you feel and not feeling it. That's why, like, in the Tao, it's talking about being. A lot of the Eastern religions are about being. And that's not reading this. That's not reading this. That's meditating. That's sitting with yourself. Anyways, I'm reading about Moses right now. And man, there's so many plagues that go on. And obviously I know being Jewish is not just about reading the Bible like being Christian is. Being Jewish is also a heritage thing. But I do just want to say, this may be the most controversial thing I've ever said in my entire life. I don't think that Jesus would actually be very happy that there was a church built off of the backbone of him. He was against the system. He was just like a radical hippie against the system. And then we've built another system on him. I think it kind of misses the point of what he was saying, in my opinion.
Subtle pain, summer sweetness came so fast and blew away. It's a big old mountain, gotta chip away. You turn around and the bright lights on a starry night shine like diamonds in the pouring rain.
So for breakfast, I'm going to make these sweet potato oat brownie breakfast things. That's why I put the sweet potato in the oven already. But the whole thing is gonna take too long for me to wait, and I am hungry. For now, I'm gonna dip some apple in some peanut butter to hold myself over. I feel like I haven't done this in so long. It's like I'm a little kid again. A few of you asked me for an updated skincare routine, and I love the products from Typology. That's mainly what I use on my skin. And I loved the cleanser that I'd been using for the last, like, I don't know, maybe year and a bit, but it's really hard to get stuff shipped to Africa. So I've just been using like a bar of soap that I bought at a natural food store. And it's been really nice on my skin, actually, surprisingly. I'm not super fussed with the products that I use skin, but I'm also not a skincare expert. I did say in a previous video that I've been using argan oil on my face recently, which surprisingly has been really lovely. I feel like it's been really hydrating and nourishing to my skin. So my biggest tip is just cleanse and hydrate. Use things that are really hydrating for your skin and massage your face. I have been gua shaing more recently, and I have seen amazing improvements in my skin because of it, but then I dropped my gua sha and it's broken now, so I have to buy another one. But you can also just gua sha using your face and your knuckles. I'm not an expert at this, so you can just Google a YouTube video of how to gua sha properly. Ultimately, gotta open your lymph nodes down here. You can jump up and down a little bit, and you're just like trying to drain your lymph nodes in your face because you have so many. And always moisturize your neck as well, my loves. If you watched my Spend the Day in the Kitchen with Me video, you would remember that I made these date things, and they just took so long to freeze, but I cleared my freezer out and just had these in the freezer, and they're now finally frozen. I have some chocolate going here, and I am going to roll said date things in said chocolate, and it's gonna be amazing. Hi. Tempering chocolate is definitely a science, but for me, once the chocolate is melted, I just add some cool chocolate to it, and that usually helps temper it. So I just kind of do it by eye, do it by feel. We're good to go. Okay, I didn't melt enough chocolate. Ah! What a mess. So good. Such a mess, but so delicious. I'm eating another half of one of these. I'm eating a whole one of these. Okay, so I changed my mind on the shirt that I was wearing and added a scarf. I got these super colorful, super fun sandals on discount for 150 Rand, which is about 10 Canadian dollars, 9 Canadian dollars. So maybe 5.5, 6 US dollars. Like, that's insane for brand new, super colorful, super Julia sandals. Love them. But I feel like I have to wear the scarf just to add, touch more color at the top, add the color on the bottom, you know? There are a few things that I want to grab from the thrift store today, one being a bowl that doesn't have a chip in it. I have this pasta bowl that I use for my Buddha bowls, everything basically, and it has a massive chip in it, and it just, I feel like I deserve a bowl that does not have a chip in it, you know? Along with a couple mugs. I bought this beautiful mug, as I told you guys in another video. I absolutely love it, from a ceramicist at an art show that I went to, but I need another one because when I have someone over, a friend, for tea, and I drink my tea out of this mug or give them this mug and then have to give them a glass cup with their tea, like, it's just not, it's not good. We need a better system here. I'm gonna allow this sweet potato to cool before we start making brownies. And yeah, let's hit the real world, guys.
Unmarked grave, the memories of long lost, unforgotten tears. This dance is all I need. This dance is all I ever had.
This is why you can't send me into a thrift store by myself. One, look at my hands. They're so disgusting from all the dust. I can find some super cute, super eclectic little dinner sets. I'm gonna show you. Just a plain white dinner plate, cute, very functional for what I do for work, because sometimes food photography doesn't look very nice on busy plates. It looks nice on white plates. With this little dinner side plate, salad plate, and a rustic soup bowl. And then this set is a little bit more for the hippie, a little bit more for the crystal girl. We got this that looks like a stone. It's a ceramic plate. This really cute blue plate. I find this because that one is quite like busy and loud. This is very elegant and cute with the blue little flowers. Little soup bowl. This one's super tiny, so whoever gets this soup bowl will have to have soup twice, but still. And then for the cottage girl. I feel like I had these plates, like my mom had these plates when I was growing up. They're just so pretty, so cute, with just a plain, you can't really see that well on the camera, but it's like very rustic kind of ceramic vibe with a simple ceramic bowl as well. And then I also picked up some more dessert plates that I think are really cute with all pink flowers. So this one has pink, yellow, and blue. Same with this one, different style, but similar color scheme. And same with this one. This one's more pink than any other color, but there's a little bit of green and a little bit of blue in here as well. And then I found the matching plate for the cottage girl set. So if I'm just having two people over, maybe we're having a piece of cake, then we can have matching plates. I'm super stoked on these. I don't like when things all match because I just find it like super generic and boring. Depending on who's coming over for dinner, I can like assign each set for each girl and then they can have like their own unique, you know, vibe going on. And I also got, or I didn't get, I'm picking things out right now, but this baking dish, so cute, so cottagey. I also forgot to show you because my phone was leaning up against the things. Just some plain white bowls, which is great for food photography. So these are super, super useful. There's 3 of them. And maybe if I'm just having girlies over for Buddha bowls, then these would be awesome. And then I found this like serving plate, which is just so cute. So I can place little desserts, muffins, whatever I got going on. Nice ceramic terracotta. Little mug, which I found a matching plate for. So we got a whole little system going on. And one little ramen bowl, just for me. It's a little soup bowl. Okay, wait, I gotta get out of here because I'm just gonna keep finding cool things.
I am now so hungry that I'm gonna eat the sweet potato that I originally made to make this oat thing with some gochujang tofu, some fresh veggies, some kimchi, some rice. We're gonna make a whole deal of it. And to hold myself over, I'm gonna have one of these guys. Ooh, squirt out the other eye, other side. Oh, these are such a treat.
So I'm burning slowly, smelling sweat and kerosene. And all the actors on the stage are rolling cigarettes and whispering so low. Call my parents up, tell them I'm not coming home. So long silent movies to waking early, staying late. I think I'll head on down to Reno and try my hand at real estate. And I'll fix up a Cadillac and find a girl who likes to dance so slow.
It's only 4 o'clock and I have to think about going to watch the sunset already at this time because I'm in the northern hemisphere and it's getting into winter in June, which is just the total opposite than what I'm normally used to being from Canada. Like June, it's like the start of summer, everything is green, the days are getting longer, it's getting hotter. I can't even say that. Right now though, it was 27 degrees outside today and it's like winter time in South Africa. Like that doesn't make any sense to me, but loving it. Let's go find a nice little viewpoint for ourselves, cozy up, watch the view, and well, that's all I gotta say. Okay.
Oh, she's changing up the angles.
What's it like inside your mind, my dear? And do you find it terrifying there?
People be like, why do you want to stay in South Africa? It's so awful and dangerous. Like, come on. It's just 360. Absolutely. Focus. Stunning. Ah. Light is finite and light is infinite, separate only by the darkness in man. Seek ye to render the veil of the darkness. Bring thou together the light into one. Like, I understand why people come to Africa and have a hard time with it. It makes you face parts of yourself that you just don't want to face. Because you are faced with the polarity, the contrast of life. You see poverty everywhere all the time. And a lot of the time you do have to close your eye to it in a sense, because you can't help every single person. And it makes you question your value and their value in life. And if you're, a good, right-minded person, you're gonna feel guilty. And it makes you face that part of you. And it's difficult to face that part of yourself. My life as a person is no more valuable than anybody else's. And when you see somebody struggling clearly on the side of the road, or you drive past a huge informal settlement that they have here, where there's like 1 million people jammed into a tiny little space with no hospital, no grocery store, where a lot of robbery and murder and just bad stuff happens in that space, where people don't have the opportunity to get out. It makes you feel guilty, like, what did I do to get in this spot? And why are they there? And obviously this runs so deep and is like so historical. But if you live in Europe or Canada or any first world country, you're gonna have a hard time when you come to a second world or third world country, because you see the true polarity, and it makes you realize your struggles are so minimal. And we don't like that. We want people to validate our struggles. We want people to validate the difficult things that we've been through, and they are valid 100%. But we don't have to put so much weight onto these little things that we worry about. And I think it's because we have all of our basic needs met that we worry about these little things. Spend a week being homeless. Spend a week with absolutely nothing, and I guarantee you're going to be so grateful for a sandwich. You're going to be so grateful for a warm blanket, a clean, warm blanket. So this isn't to take or make anyone feel guilty in me saying all of this, but it's really just a reminder that we should all be so much more grateful. And the more grateful we are for this life that we have, the opportunities that we have, the things that we have, the things that we can buy, the more love we're gonna have in our hearts for other people, because we're not worried about our own shit. Gratitude is so powerful, and so many of us have so much to be grateful for. Wisdom is hidden in darkness, when lit by the flame of the soul. Find thou the wisdom, and be light born, a son of the light without form. Seek thee ever more wisdom, find it in the heart of the flame. Know that only by striving can light pour into thy brain. Now have I spoken with wisdom, listen to my voice and obey. Tear open the veils of the darkness, shine a light on the way. Every time I watch the sunset, it just makes me think about how the world is spinning this way, turning to face the sun and then turning away from the sun and then turning to face the sun and then turning away from the sun. And I think about how I'm standing upright on like the bottom of the earth and somehow I'm not like falling. Oh, what even is gravity?
Straight shooter, I know where you can find some. A little ways out, up in the mountain. In the fast lane, drive towards the setting sun. In the tumbleweed, it's a little fun. Coast to coast, come and roll some smokes with some different folks.
Hi friends, it's the next day. I did not have the energy to dive into that sweet potato brownie thing, and I've been talking about the thing the entire video. So let's get into the recipe. All right, so I'm gonna take the butt ends of, oh my gosh, not me dying, of the sweet potato off. And also the skin. I'm just gonna peel this off with my hands, but if the sweet potato is hot when you're doing this, then you can use a fork and a spoon. 1 banana, and mash everything together. 1.5 cups of oat flour, 1/2 cup of cocoa powder, good pinch of salt, 1/3 to 1/2 cup of coconut sugar, 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, so good.